There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. It's the home opener of this new season between the Colorado Rockies and the San Francisco Giants. Matt Vasgersian here with you. It's been a long off season, a lot of changes, but these folks here tonight are ready to get their first real look at their guys here this year. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Juan Marichal gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher for a long time, and right now he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be interesting to watch him work in this one here.
And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Line shot to first, and there's one away. And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that #2 spot. Looking at the stats, he's hitting over 400 versus right-handed pitching this season. He's obviously facing a right-hander on the mound today, so, guys, he could have a real impact on this game.
And here he is, right on cue. And it's fouled away. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike two. One out, nobody on. And he got him.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
Stepping in at the plate, Todd Hilton. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
The 2-1. Gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd. A foul ball. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Grounded to short. Flores is there. On to Cepeda at first to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. And now we'll see what the Giants can do. No score. And stepping in, Monty Irvin. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder, Monte.
Now here's the pitch. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Well, boys, we take a look at the Rockies' starting play here tonight. It was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. He'll try again. 1-2. Popped up. Number 3 is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting second.
And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Well, I was fortunate to play 2 years in this ballpark and call it my home. And one thing I'll tell you is, as a right-handed hitter, get going opposite field into the bay out of your head, because it's not happening. You have to keep the line drive approach, and this park plays 2 different ways. Day game, the ball will fly a little bit to left. Night game, stay on the attack, stay big part of the field, up the middle the other way, and you'll have success.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Nipped the corner. 2-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Swing and a little blooper to center. Story onto the grass. He can't get there as it falls in.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hitting.
Stepping in now, Willie Mays, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
Solano, base runner at first with 1 out. And he lays off again, ball 3.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
The 3-1. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to the second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
At the plate now, Orlando Cepeda, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. A 1 pitch on its way. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And just what they wanted offensively as the runner moves into scoring position.
And this is why you can't lose focus for a second when you're behind the plate. Any mistake a catcher makes has serious consequences. This is a pass ball, and the runner moves into scoring position.
The set and the 1-1. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
2 out here and a runner at second. Two balls and 2 strikes to the baby bull, Orlando Cepeda.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor. He's swinging a pitch that bad. Not good.
Here's the 2-2. Right side. A dive, and he knocks it down. And they will still manage to get him at first. A spectacular all-around play, and the inning is over. Giants leave 1. We are still scoreless. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, there is precipitation in the forecast, but talking with some of the grounds crew here before the game, they said they don't think it will have a significant impact as we move forward. We can expect a light sprinkle, but there shouldn't be any stoppages in play.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. We'll hope that's true. And guys, what's the toughest thing about playing in damp conditions like this?
I'm going to be honest with you, Matty. If it stays like this, not a problem. It's just a nuisance. Yeah, the ball might be a little damp, throwing it across to first base. Might have to gather yourself a little bit more, but this weather won't affect anything.
Hit hard down the right field line. This lands foul for the first strike. Bichette is undoubtedly one of the best hitters in the sport, and it doesn't matter right-handed or left-handed pitching. He's one of the elite threats with a bat in his hands.
Yeah, barrel awareness, Matty, and this guy has it. I don't think it's something that can be taught. I don't care how many hours you put it in the cage. This guy has the ability to put barrel on baseball consistently, no matter what side it's coming from.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Stepping in will be Larry Walker as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Now the 1-1 pitch is a slider taken for a ball.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Back goes Yastrzemski. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Time for a look at the San Francisco Giants on defense. And let's focus our attention on third baseman Evan Longoria. Multiple Gold Glove winner. This guy has ice water in his veins. He never lets on. You can't tell if this guy's on fire or he's struggling. He's one of the most consistent defenders in our sport.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
2-0.
Outside. 3-0 now.
3 balls, no strikes.
The Rockies shortstop in front with a 3-1 count. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
Full count.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. And rarely do you see a player of this caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
Into the box now, Colton Welker. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down. Here's the 1-1.
Right.
Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
The 2-2 is taken high, but for a called strike 3. Rockies strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. So in now for San Francisco, Mike Yastrzemski. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. First pitch on its way. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
1-0.
The 1-0 home. Misses. Ball 2.
2 balls, no strikes.
The 2-0 on the way. Turns on, but it's wide at first and foul. The 2-1. Down the third baseline. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell
Batting
behind
six.
2-0 to start the
The
at-bat.
shortstop,
That's a pretty bad
Wilker.
place to be, but then he kind of
Wilker.
refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Standing in now, Wilmer Flores. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Too low with a
That's
fastball
low,
there.
that's a ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Bottom of the second here with no score. Bounced softly in front of the plate. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting 7. The catcher, Kurt Casale.
Digging in next, Kurt Casale will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch of the AB now. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
That's the ball.
2 out,
1-1.
nobody on. This one's flared out toward left. Left fielder coming in. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. The love of the game runs deep with these folks. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. Striding in for the Rockies, number 3 comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Two and 2 to the Colorado catcher.
2-2.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
At the plate, Austin Gomber. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He hit the ball hard but lined out to start the ball game. 0-1 pitch on its way. A late swing on the slider, and quickly it's 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider's so good, I think he might throw it again.
In there, a base hit. Now a long throw to third. And he's safe.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
And that'll bring in Garrett Hampson as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. Fastball well outside.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot he's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
3rd inning, no score to this point. That one's in there on the black. 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Now the 2-1.
Strike 2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or potential double play ball.
Working for the punch out and the offering.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Grounded to the right. Dive, but it's off his glove, and the run should score. Throw to first, not in time, as the run is across to score.
The first baseman, number 17, Todd Hilton.
Into the box, Todd Hilton. Lifted in the air out to right. Yastrzemski back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 10, Dante.
In now for Colorado, Dante Bichette. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. From the stretch.
Oh, yeah.
Blackmon over at second. Hampson at first. 2 out in the inning. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
A pause. And the 0-2. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. In tight with the slider. 2-2.
Now 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. This is when you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3-2. Then the runners are going to be off to the races.
Two and 2. Here it is. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Rockies forced to settle for 1. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Rockies lead this one 1-0. In is the 3rd baseman, Evan Longoria.
Leading up for the Giants, the 3rd baseman, Evan Longoria.
First offering. Strike one to start the at-bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Hey!
This is line to left. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. The throw into second. And he is in there.
Man, that's got to sting for the pitcher and his teammates.
Batting ninth.
They just get on the board and are feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
In now, Juan Marichal, and he pops up the bunt attempt. The catch is made on the mound, and that's the first out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Monte.
So stepping in is Monty Irvin. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. First offering on its way as he drives a liner to right center, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
Number 7, second baseman, Donovan Solano.
First things first, here's a throw over. Runner back safely. So now to the plate, Donovan Solano. He grounds it sharply to third. And there are two away now.
The center fielder, number 24, Willie Mays.
Next to bat for the Giants, Willie Mays. Runner in scoring position with two gone. First pitch coming, here it is. As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Now a swing and a hard-hit grounder, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. One and two. Here it is. Lifted down the line in left. Here comes the left fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. A run on 2 hits, and they leave one. And welcome back to San Francisco as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Digging in will be Larry Walker. Flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
1-0 the count. Almost strike. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Popped up. Cepeda shading to his right. One down.
Up next for Colorado, the shortstop, Trevor Story.
Stepping in next, Trevor Story. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a pop-up now, and no one will get this one. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
The count now at 2-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Into the box now, Colton Welker. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 home. Struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. On to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Orlando Cepeda. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming, here it is. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
The right fielder, number 5,
Now 1 down with the bases empty, and now stepping in is Mike Yastrzemski. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. Both guys pretty close, top speeds of 95 and 94. Now at the plate is Wilmer Flores. First offering on its way.
Hey, ha!
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Counts even at 1-1 to Wilmer Flores. In the air out to right. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Giants down in order. Fifth inning coming up, tied at 1. And now, number 3 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Number 3.
First delivery to him. A ball and no strikes.
1 ball, no strike.
And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
Check to swing there and pops this one up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 2-1. Fouled off. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
To the plate now, Austin Gomberg. And it's grounded just foul down the line. He collected a base hit his first time up. Windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
Slider laid off for a ball.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is the tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 2-2 one more time. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Stepping in now, Charlie Blackmon. As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. A ball and a strike to Colorado's leadoff batter. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
For the Giants.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The catcher, Kurt Valley.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Hey! 0-1.
And there's
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Giants catcher. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. There you see Evan Longoria waiting next. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter.
Now
shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
At the plate now, Evan Longoria, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Ready with the 0-1. And it's fouled away. On the ground to the left side. He's got it to second for 1. Back to first, and that'll take care of Longoria as well. It's a double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Into the box, Juan Marichal. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Upper part of the strike zone, a dangerous pitch with the changeup, but he laid off. One run on 3 hits and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Count even at 2-2.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. We're back in San Francisco following this. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Garrett Hampson.
Number 1.
Now the first pitch. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
1-0.
The 1-0. Bends into the zone for a strike.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Oh, and they still have no answer for him up there. 6 straight punch-outs now, and there's one away.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
Standing in now, Todd Hilton. Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. And he misses there. 1-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's out number 2.
The left fielder, number 10, Dante Bichette.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Dante Bichette, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch on its way. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
2-1 now. Into the windup and the pitch. 3-1.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
The 3-1. And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And up next will be Larry Walker. From the belt, the pitch.
Here.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike and now you go to work just picking apart the corners.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty V, and the way baseball is played these days, it's about 6 innings or 100 heaves, and you're pretty much looking for that bullpen. And D-Roll right now, this guy's pretty vulnerable right now at this game.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. 1 left for Colorado. Still tied 1 apiece. Back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Monty Irvin, who delivered an RBI single in his last trip. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. To the left side, but it's well fouled. Now the 1-1 pitch. He pops it up. Hampson ranging into shallow right. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Donovan Solano.
Next to hit, Donovan Solano. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. And the pitch. Set to deliver the 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Grounded back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
So here is Willie Mays. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch on the way.
That's inside, ball.
The 1-0 delivery. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Count now at 2-1. Solano, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Ready with the 3-1. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Here comes manager Bud Black out of the dugout heading for the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll leave with a couple of runners aboard that are his responsibility, meaning he'd be happy to get out of here with a no decision. Julian Fernandez takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Orlando Cepeda will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. From the belt, kicks and deals. Drilled down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Giants' first baseman. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's given the umpire an earful from that dugout.
A 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And they'll be left with no play as that's going to load the bases now on what should be ruled an infield single.
Up next to the Giants, the right fielder,
Mike Yastrzemski digging in at the plate. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. There's a swing and a high blast headed for the corner and right. Would have been a grand slam if he'd straightened it out. Instead, it's a foul ball.
Ah, man, just a hair early on that one and just pulled it foul. It's going to have to find a way.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
Grand Slam's got to fire you up right here. Not only just an unbelievable at-bat, but 4 stakes to boot to give your team the lead. Couldn't be more fired up.
At the plate, Wilmer Flores. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 0-1 pitch.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Here comes the 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box now, Kurt Casale. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-0. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Now batting, the third baseman, Evan Longoria.
To the plate now, Evan Longoria. As he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
That's the ball.
Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
4 runs here in this half inning. Fly ball out toward left center field. Blackmon on the move. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. But one more look at the big blow in the inning for the Giants. Bye-bye, baby, a grand slam home run. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. It's the Giants 5 and the Rockies 1. 7th inning ready to roll, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Trevor Story.
Offense just needs to find a way to get that pass the baton mentality. Starts one at bat at a time. I know they need base runners clearly. Maybe if they could get a few guys on the pillow, someone can bop one and get them back in this.
First pitch of the AB now. As he overcommits here to a slider out of the zone, 1 strike to count. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Up next for Colorado, the third baseman, Colton Welker.
Next, it'll be Colton Welker, struck out in his last trip to the plate. Now here it comes.
1-0.
The guy in the mound is having one heck of a night, but the downside of that, if you're going to strike out a lot of guys, your pitch count is going to be high. So this gives the offense some kind of hope as this game's getting down to the end.
Fouled off.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Another one sent foul. This one's down to third. And that's the second out.
Now batting, number 3.
At the plate now is number 3. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. And now pitch on the way. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Two out, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They're down here 5-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Michael Givens will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Chris Owings will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. And now the Giants pitcher, Juan Marichal. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
First pitch on its way.
That missed. That's the ball.
The 1-0 home.
Ball.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting a take sign on right here.
Now the 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And that misses as well. It's ball 4, and it's a 4-pitch walk to the pitcher leading off the inning. Wow.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Stepping forward, Monty Irvin. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you can get super greedy right down the middle.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Marichal on at first, nobody out. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. Lifted down the line in left. Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
So now to the plate, Donovan Solano. And he'll take a look at ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. And he takes a cold strike 1.
Wow, I'm shocked the hitter took it right there. That's a well-executed pitch down in the zone to try and get that double play.
Can't catch the corner away with the fastball. It's 2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Stepping up is Willie Mays. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball.
And this one's in the dirt. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
I think this all stems from the fact that they're trying to make sure the guy at the plate doesn't hurt them at all. And with that base open at first, they might opt to just put him on.
Fly ball right down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for San Francisco. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Here's Chris Owings now, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Pitch on the way. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. So 1 gone for the Rockies here in the 8th. And into bat next, the big-time RBI man, Charlie Blackmon. First pitch on its way.
1 ball, no strike.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Chasing after it is Mays. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Now batting, number 1.
Now at the plate here is Garrett Hampson. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First pitch of the AB now. Five-1 our score as we play the 8th. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1-2.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
The 1-2. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. They're down 5-1. Robert Stevenson is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Colorado, number 29, Robert Stevenson.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Orlando Cepeda.
Orlando Cepeda.
He's set. Here it comes. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
And the pitch. Don't know what he's waiting for there. It's 0-2.
Hey, I noticed pitcher's getting ahead right here. He's got the hitter down 0-2, but to this guy in the box, might want to just live on the corners a little bit more. You keep missing down the middle, something's not coming back.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit on the ground is short. Story plays it in. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Up next to the Giants, the right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
1 gone here in the Giants half of the 8th, and now stepping in is Mike Yastrzemski.
Hey, the difference in this one, they lead by 4. Go back to this guy's previous AB, a towering grand slam that knocked in 4 runs.
That's up.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And that one yanked just foul. The 1-1.
2-1.
1 out, nobody on. The bouncer to the left side. Owings is there. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Yeah, and I can speak from experience, and I can tell you, on a night like this, it's tough to get a good grip on the ball. It's a little frigid out there, and he might have lost a little bit of feeling in his fingers. Never easy to make a good throw when that's the case.
In now, Wilmer Flores. Weak grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball here, 0-1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1.
1-1.
Not a surprise to see that low splitter there. Anything with downward movement like that is going to be at the top of the list in a double play situation.
Runners off for second, and he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Hilton camps under it, and he's got it for out number 2.
The catcher, number 2, Kirk Casale.
Daniel Bard takes over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 52.
Kirk Casale will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. From the belt, kicks and deals. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
Ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately. It all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Now the 2-0. High in the air out to center field. Blackmon is under it. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. Giants leave 1. They're up 5-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jose Alvarez will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Buster Posey is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. All set to start the 9th in this one, and that brings up Todd Hilton.
Todd Hilton.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. The Giants are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was great all night long.
Hey, Matty V, you know when you've got really good stuff, you look down at that strikeout total. Double-digit strikeouts in this one. He had swing and miss stuff right from the beginning.
At the plate now, Dante Bichette fouled away. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And he misses with it. 1-1.
1-1.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The 2-1. Grounded to first. Fielded cleanly. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, the right fielder, Larry Walker.
And now here is Larry Walker. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. And he lays off here as well. It's 2-0 now to the Colorado right fielder. And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Now the 3-0 offering. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them. And that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Ready now is Trevor Story. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the AB now.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Last strike now for Colorado. A little low. It's 2-2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Walker leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
3-2, 2-out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And this is in the air to right. And this should do it. He's got it. And the Giants will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over. Tonight's game comes to an end. 5-1 the final score. The San Francisco Giants rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Juan Marichal earns the win, his second, racking up 14 Ks in doing so. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Giants. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Rockies, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 53 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, 41,915. The Giants thank you for attending tonight's game at Oracle Park and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely. Good night.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting out in the NL West, the San Francisco Giants combined for a 4-hitter as they bested the visiting Rockies 5-1. The San Diego Padres grabbed 13 hits in the game as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 8-4. The Cincinnati Reds amassed 14 hits in the game as they made it a laugher against the Diamondbacks 10-4. Max Muncy had an outstanding day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, leading the Dodgers to victory over Washington 13-2. They are on a roll with 8 straight victories. The Phillies beat the Braves in Atlanta 4-3. In more news from Philadelphia, free agent Roberto Osuna has agreed to terms on a 1-year deal with the organization. The Blue Jays pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they defeated the visiting Angels 7-0. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The New York Yankees allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 6-2. Grady Sizemore had 3 hits in the contest as the Indians took care of Detroit 5-4. The Astros pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 3-1. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.